What's up, guys? In today's video, we're actually going to be fixing a broken part on my car. The problem actually stems from a bad aftermarket part. It's kind of unfortunate. Years ago, you kind of knew the brands and stuff to stay away from to avoid getting, crappy quality aftermarket parts, because there are some bad quality, and there historically used to be some really good quality. But I've found over the last few years, unfortunately, it seems like quality has declined across the board. I've had my fair share of bad luck with name brand quality aftermarket parts failing. And so in this situation, this is no different. It was a name brand part. I'm not going to bash the brand because, I mean, it is what it is. But, actually, it was a Dorman part. How about that? So I'm trying a different brand this time. We'll see what happens with it, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so in my situation, the specific part that actually failed on my car are these intake boots. Now, these are just rubber boots that go between the throttle body and the air box on my car. Now, the irony is the original boots that I took off the car were about 20 years old and had north of 250,000 miles on them when I replaced them. And they were the original boots from Toyota when the car was brand new. The boots that I'm about to take off are just over a year old, have maybe 15,000 miles on them, and I kid you not, they're in worse shape than the ones that were on the car for 20 years and 250,000 miles. Like, absolutely makes no sense. So, long story short, I've got several cracks and a ginormous tear in the boot, so it's causing me to have a code on the dash because it's getting unmetered air into the system. So while it's a relatively cheap fix and frankly an easy one, it's frustrating nonetheless because you spend money on parts, you expect them to last. It's just annoying. So I did pony up this time and spent about $4 extra a boot and got the Beck and Arnley, which if you know anything about aftermarket parts, they tend to be on the better side of aftermarket parts. So all aftermarket parts are hit or miss though. So we'll see. We'll certainly see how these last, and I will take you along for the ride when I take the other boots out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It might be hard to see this, but they are cracked, and you see how that one's kind of sagging. It's because it's torn. So take these completely out. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm working with here. So got my tool set up, take this intake off, which takes no time at all, and then I'll show you the boots inside compared to the new ones. All right, so just got it off the car, got the other one laying on the ground outside, but see how it's all cracked and brittle? And if you want to look, see how torn it is? So that tear was allowing extra air into my system, and it was causing it to run like crap. So again, just over a year old, already brittle and cracked and dry rotted and torn. The other one is in the exact same shape as this. They started out like this, nice brand new pliable rubber, but it's disappointing. I'm telling you, quality has definitely gone downhill. So hopefully the Beck and Arnley hold up longer than the Dorman one. Time will tell. We'll see. So I'll get these thrown back on the car and then we'll wrap up this video. Okay, so just like that, we got the new boots on. Actually, just realized I didn't show you that. Give me 1 second. All right, as you can see, new boots are installed. Hopefully these last longer than the other ones. Okay, so as you can see, new boots are installed, so that's been handled. I mean, the purpose of this video is more or less just to talk about the quality of aftermarket parts. Definitely seems like it's going downhill across the board. I'm just curious from your guys' perspective, if you encountered this here lately, as in the last few years, have you purchased parts from what would be considered a reputable brand and it still didn't pan out? I'd love to know your thoughts. Throw them in the comments down below. Like I said, if you've had this encounter with aftermarket parts in particular, but heck, we'll even say OEM parts at this point. But just curious if there's a trend here. I've definitely seemed to have a string of bad luck, I should say, with parts here lately failing that aren't that old. So hopefully this is the end of it. Hopefully these parts will last. Like I said, even though it's a quick under 10-minute job to do, it's still frustrating nonetheless to have parts break, especially when you recently have changed them out. So again, enough of my rant. Just wanted to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think parts quality has gone downhill? If so, throw your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks so much, guys. If you want to see more videos, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in that next video.